Welcome to the Sober Yoga Girl podcast with Alex McRobs, international yoga teacher and sober coach. I broke up with booze for good in 2019, and now I'm here to help others do the same. You're not alone, and a sober life can be fun and fulfilling. Let me show you how.
Hello, yogis, and welcome back to another episode of Sober Yoga Girl. It's Alex here. It's Friday, June 25th. I cannot believe it's already June, and I have less than a week left as a school teacher, which is mind-blowing. I wrote my very last set of report cards this week to my students. I am so excited about launching into running the Mindful Life practice full-time. I'm also terrified. Some big upfront costs that I have to put up, like the cost to order all the merchandise, which is terrifying. So I really hope people order the merchandise. I got a new yoga mat, new yoga block, which you probably saw on Instagram. They're made of cork. They're so beautiful. And I also ran my first yoga retreat this weekend, which was absolutely stunning. If you joined on the yoga retreat, I just want to say thank you so much. It's been my life dream to run yoga retreats, and I haven't done it because I'm terrified that people won't show up, terrified that it won't be successful. And I finally ran my first one, and it just kind of happened. Like, I happened to travel to LA, and I happened to meet the general manager of this hotel. He was like, why don't you run an event here? And then it all just kind of like fell into place exactly as it was meant to. And the whole weekend was transformative. We did yoga, we did life coaching work, we did meditation, we did journaling, we did some art activities, we relaxed by the pool. And at the very end, some of the people said that, there's so many words to describe this. They'll remember it for the rest of their lives. And it was so meaningful to me because it's honestly been my life dream pretty much to run yoga retreats. And for the first one to be such a success and to have left such a powerful impact on the participants, it was just so special. Other things that happened this week, this podcast reached 10,000 downloads, which I honestly can't believe it myself. I only started this podcast a few months ago, really wasn't expecting it to blow up the way it has. So if you're listening, if you're following along, I want to thank you so much for being part of this journey. Honestly, it's because of you that this podcast exists. Because if there were no listeners, then there wouldn't be a show. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It has given me greater purpose to share my story with so many of you. And I just got an email the other day from someone who told me they binge listened to all the episodes while driving in their car on a road trip across the states. And those kinds of emails just mean so much to me. And by the way, I have not responded to it, but I will respond to you now. So thank you. If you are someone who is interested in doing Sober Curious Yoga School, the cart is going to open for registrations this week. And in this episode, I want to tell you all about the Sober Curious Yoga School and what I have to offer you. Another quick little note before I get in there, I am running another 200-hour yoga teacher training this summer. If you're interested in becoming a yoga teacher, the most amazing part of this program is that it happens on demand, pre-recorded, and also live on Zoom. So it ends up being something that's super manageable if you have other responsibilities, other commitments. It's going to be a 2-hour live commitment all throughout the summer, 5 to 7 p.m. Abu Dhabi time, which is going to be 1 p.m. No, I lied. It's 2 p.m. UK time to 5 p.m. UK time. And it's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just 2 hours of live Zooms, plus some pre-recorded yoga practices, pre-recorded lectures with me. It's going to be incredible. If you are interested in doing your 200-hour yoga teacher training, please reach out. The spots are limited to 10 participants in the yoga teacher training in order to keep it special, keep it small, give everyone the attention they need. So I already have a few spots filled. So if you are interested, please reach out and ask me any questions you might have. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit again about retreats as well. If you're here in the UAE, I'm planning on running 2 more retreats this summer. One in Fujairah in July and one back in Al Ain in August. So keep your eyes peeled on the website for retreat information. All right, all of that bookkeeping aside, merchandise, retreats, yoga teacher trainings, all that good stuff, I want to tell you about Sober Curious Yoga School. And I want to get straight to the point here. I have put out so much information, so many videos, so much details about Sober Curious Yoga School and why it's the best way to create a life that you don't need alcohol to escape from. It's a blended program. It has journaling, it has yoga, it has meditation, it has community, it has connection, it has support. And everyone is excited right now. And hundreds of people have already transformed their lives through Sober Curious Yoga and achieved balanced, purposeful, alcohol-free lives. So Sober Curious Yoga School is the next big thing as part of Sober Curious Yoga and the Mindful Life practice. So the course is launching. And just a little disclaimer, as with everything in life, you're going to get what you give. So I'm going to provide you all the classes, all the workbooks, all the material, all the support you need to transform your life. But ultimately, you're only going to see results if you show up and you're committed to your healing journey. If you show up and if you put in the work, everyone I've seen who's been through Sober Curious Yoga School and been truly committed to change has completely transformed their lives through Sober Curious Yoga School. So now that's out of the way, I want to tell you about what Sober Curious Yoga School has to offer. It's the only Sober Curious Yoga School out there. It is my most well-rounded, specialized, and thorough program. I'm sharing all of the skills needed for you to create a life that you don't need alcohol to escape from. And I honestly believe that this holistic and thorough and in-depth program can really help you create a stable foundation for your life alcohol-free. I believe that if there's any program out there that's going to help you go sober and stay sober, it's this program here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I ended up creating Sober Curious Yoga School. I'm sure if you've been regularly listening to this podcast, you know a little bit about my story. I was a party girl since I was a teenager. And quitting drinking was not easy for me. It was actually really, really hard. I wasn't sure what my life would look like without alcohol. I didn't have any friends who weren't partiers, but something had to change. I was desperate. I was anxious. I was constantly hungover. I was always broke. When I finally quit drinking, I was missing community and connection. I had no friends that were sober. I had no one to support me on my journey. I was largely doing it alone. Everyone around me was suggesting I run a marathon, I join AA, but both of these didn't appeal to me or resonate with me. And this is what led me to create Sober Curious Yoga School. It's an 8-week program that I've spent the last 2 years of sobriety working towards. I've done life coaching trainings, I've done studying, I've done learning, organizing, and creating. And the intention behind this program is to help you create a life that you don't need alcohol to escape from, using tools from coaching, from meditation, from yoga, from mindfulness to help you get there. So I'm sure you're wondering exactly what you're getting with Sober Curious Yoga School. The first big thing is we have weekly live Zoom pods with a small group. Each group has a maximum of 10 participants, and it's led by a certified Sober Curious yoga teacher. And this is going to offer you community, connection, empowerment, and support. And this is going to be 8 hours of live Zoom meetings. You also get daily on-demand yoga classes with me inspired by the weekly themes. And this is 56 hours of on-demand yoga, and it's organized in this fantastic app that makes it easy to follow along. You also get daily meditation practices inspired by the weekly themes with me. And these practices are between 5 minutes all the way to 30 minutes. You also get weekly workbooks that I have spent tons of time preparing, and they include journal prompts, quotes, reflections, interactive activities around sobriety, and creating a life that you don't need alcohol to escape from. Okay, so that is like the main overarching chunk of what the program is. Now I want to tell you about all the different weeks. All right, so week 1 is about breaking up with booze. I call it ground zero. And this week, we will provide you with the top 7 strategies for going alcohol free. We're going to explain to you how to break habit loops. We're going to provide with you a meditation for triggers, and we're going to teach you a booze breakup strategy. Now, once you've broken up with booze, we're going to start to examine the bigger picture. So week 2 is about the root chakra, I am grounded, and I have devised my program to be based along all the chakras, which are energy centers along the spine. All right, so we start with the root chakra. And in the root chakra, we are going to get a step-by-step walkthrough of what the chakras are and why it's important to keep them balanced. We're going to learn specifically how to balance the root chakra. We're going to have an in-depth exploration of the health benefits of sobriety. We will learn how to create a gratitude practice and why it's important. And we'll learn about our compassionate approach to slips. Now, after that, we are going to go deeper into cultivating joy, letting go, and dating in sobriety, which all ties into the theme of week 3. Week 3 is around the sacral chakra, and the intention is that sober joy surrounds me. So we'll have a step-by-step guide to the sacral chakra and how to balance it. We'll have a reconnection to childhood fun. We'll plant survive to thrive seeds around our partners and relationships. We'll create a job description for the ideal partner in our lives. And this can also be to attract someone or to spark conversations with your current partner on expectations and roles and relationship dynamics. We're also going to learn how to let go of things that no longer serve us. Now, once we've found the fun, we'll circle into empowering aspects of being alcohol-free. And this ties into week 4, the solar plexus chakra, sobriety empowers me. In week 4, we're going to provide you with a step-by-step explanation of the solar plexus chakra and how to bring it into balance. You'll plant survive to thrive seeds around your physical environment, your finances, and your workplace. I'm going to provide you with strategies for decluttering your physical environment. We'll lead you through calculating how much money you've saved in sobriety and a plan for your money saved. We'll teach you how to budget create, and we'll dive into how to find a career you love. Now, after we have been through solar plexus chakra, we'll dive deep into self-love, family love, and friendship love. And this is all week 5, the heart chakra. I forgive myself and others. So in week 5, you're going to identify what it means to practice self-love. You'll learn about the heart chakra and how to bring it into balance. You'll reflect on your friendships in sobriety, how to manage our changing friendship dynamics. You're going to revisit the soul-aligned framework for sobriety, and you're going to plant seeds around family and friends. You're going to look into your past and present family dynamics around alcohol. You're going to reflect on showing up and what showing up means for us and how we can show up for our friends and our family in sobriety. Now, next, we're going to move into authenticity and creativity. So authenticity and creativity all ties into the throat chakra, which is week 6. Alcohol-free me is authentic me. You're going to explore authenticity and what it means to live our truth. You'll learn about the throat chakra, how to bring it into balance. You'll reflect on how you've changed throughout your sober journey. You'll reflect on your authentic self, which parts you're good at expressing and which parts you need to explore expressing. You're going to plant seeds around creativity as part of the Survive to Thrive model, and then you'll reflect on who and what has inspired creativity within us. Now, as we move into our final weeks of the program, we're going to look into life purpose, and this is week 7, third eye chakra. I trust my dry intuition. You're going to plant seeds around your life purpose. You'll learn about the third eye chakra and how to balance it. You'll define what life purpose means to you. We're going to reflect on several questions about life purpose. You'll write a life mission statement, and you'll write a vision statement. Last, we're going to look into mental health and spirituality. And this is for week 8, crown chakra, I am whole. So you'll plant seeds around spirituality. You'll learn about the crown chakra and how to balance it. You'll reflect on the role that spirituality plays in your life and practice a spirituality check-in. You'll learn about mental health and yoga. You'll set goals around our mental health. We'll reflect on the 8 weeks in Sober Curious Yoga School, our takeaways, our insights, our small wins, and our big wins. And then we'll decide how to integrate what we learned into our lives moving forward. I'm also giving away some bonuses as a welcome gift. I'm giving away $1,104 worth of bonuses as a welcome gift. And this is because I care about the results that you're going to get, and I want to provide as many resources to enhance your experience. So here's what I've got for you. The first bonus is 7 live weekly yoga classes as part of the MLPC summer season, and the value is $75 each, so that's $525 total. You're gonna get to choose 7 classes to attend each week live on Zoom. That's one a day with our team of international yoga teachers from around the world. So if you decide that you are much more interested in being live on Zoom, if it helps you stay committed to your yoga practice, you can skip all of the on-demand classes that I've set up for you, and you can do the live ones instead. And this is a really amazing thing of what we offer because you become friends with people all over the world. So I highly recommend you jump on that bonus and you join our live yoga classes. The second bonus is access to my 25-hour root chakra yoga teacher training, I Am Grounded. So I have a 200-hour yoga teacher training that's starting this summer, and I want to offer you the first 25-hour course free. And in this course, we study the history of yoga, the origins of Sanskrit, the origins of yoga, the branches of yoga. We have an introduction to energy and subtle bodies through the koshas, pranayama, the chakras, the philosophy of the 8 limbs of yoga. And we're going to workshop the main standing poses of yoga, Tadasana, Down Dog, the Warrior Series. This is going to happen during 1 week in the summer. So if you are interested, I highly, highly recommend you jump on that and you join me. Now, the third bonus is that you're going to get access to the MLPC on-demand library of yoga classes for 2 months, and the value is $80. So all of the yoga classes that you're getting in the on-demand sequence with Sober Curious Yoga School, they're all yoga classes with me, with Alex. We have a bunch of amazing international yoga teachers in our on-demand library on the website. So if you want to try a yoga class with someone new, if you want to try a completely different style, if you want to try Pilates, if you want to do bar, if you want to do HIIT yoga, if you want to do pranayama, it's all there in our on-demand library, and I'm going to give you access to that for free. Now, the fourth bonus is that you're going to get access to a WhatsApp group specifically for your pod, and then you're going to get access to the Mindful Life Practice Forum, which is private for all of the participants of this course. This is where the fun really starts. Many of our past participants have made lifelong friendships in our community through Sober Curious Yoga. You're going to be plugged into a community of like-minded people who all have the same vision and goal as you, to create a life that we don't need alcohol to escape from and have fun along the way. How awesome is that? So with these bonuses, they're worth $1,104. You will have all the tools and resources you need to say goodbye to hangovers and hello to a daily home yoga practice, daily journaling, lower stress levels, lower symptoms of anxiety and depression. You'll form lifelong bonds with a community of friends from all over the world looking to design their lives too. And you're going to save so much money in the long run from not drinking alcohol. Now, these free bonuses will help you find sustenance for your alcohol-free journey. I believe that these free bonuses alone have the opportunity to transform your life. You're going to have everything that you need to succeed at Sober Curious Yoga School and stay committed to your journey. Sober Curious Yoga School is one of the most well-rounded ways to transform your life, and it works really well. It's one of the best ways that I've seen people transform their relationship with alcohol and stick to it. So if you want to create a life that you don't need alcohol to escape from, you'll have to join Sober Curious Yoga School. You can join the course for a one-time payment of $495. And if you don't have the money saved up, you can also hop on board and do 10 easy installments of $55. But the way I see it, this won't cost you anything. It's actually going to save you money. The average event goer spends $81 on a night out, not just by drinking, but by taxis, hangover food, tickets into clubs and bars. The average event goer goes out twice a week. And by joining Sober Curious Yoga School, you're already saving the $648 that you would have spent partying, and you're putting it towards your growth and well-being instead. It's not an expense, it's an investment. So if you feel like this is right for you, all you need to do is just click below and sign up for Sober Curious Yoga School and join this movement of people transforming their lives all over the world. You're going to be asked to choose your desired payment option. You're going to be asked to fill out a form. You can pay by credit card or by PayPal. If you feel this is right for you, click on the button underneath this Sign up for Sober Curious Yoga School and get instant access to the $1,104 worth of bonuses. So here's what's going to happen after that. As soon as you signed up for Sober Curious Yoga School, you'll get an email which is going to give you access to the member area of the MLPC. You can join any of our live Zoom classes, any of our on-demand classes. And of course, you'll receive links to the $1,104 worth of free bonuses and our secret WhatsApp and our forum where you're going to be able to connect with the course participants. That's where the fun really starts because you'll be plugged into a like-minded community of people who all have the same vision and goal as you to reevaluate your relationship with alcohol and reestablish your relationship with yourself. In total, you'll get 8 hours of live Sober Curious School pods with your Sober Curious yoga teacher. You will get access to Zoom on-demand yoga classes with me. You'll get access to live yoga classes with me. You'll get access to the workbooks, which you can keep for your whole life. And don't worry, everything is broken down into small, bite-sized chunks, so you'll never feel overwhelmed. So if you feel like this is right for you, I want you to click on the button in this podcast episode, sign up for Sober Curious Yoga School, get the $1,104 worth of free bonuses. It's so good that I can't even say it properly. So I know that our community is super keen about this. I have about 150 people on the wait list. And as much as I'd like to help everyone who's interested, I really can't accept more than 10 people in each small group. In January of 2020, I accepted 30 people into one group and it was way too many. And so I've learned that I really need to keep each small group small so that I can provide the support necessary for everyone to thrive. It's really important that we keep these groups small and intimate so that the Sober Curious yoga teachers can make sure that everyone gets seen and heard. So I'm only accepting 10 students in each group. The course is going to start on July 4th. Time is a factor. Once the countdown timer hits 0, the registration will close. The course will start a few days later. But I think it might sell out much earlier because the cart is only going to be open for 4 days, and spots will be granted on a first come, first serve basis. So if you feel like this is right for you, make sure you click the button in this podcast link. You're going to sign up for Sober Curious Yoga School. You're going to get $1,104 worth of free bonuses. I cannot wait to meet you. We are going to have an epic summer that's hangover free. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Sober Yoga Girl with Alex McRobs. I am so grateful for every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one and leave a review before you go. See you soon. Bye.